folks, Seb at Specialty Z here. We have wrapped up with Perry's brand new Nismo Z. Threw the whole catalog at it. Z1 VRX70 turbos, ball bearings, AMS intercoolers, still using the air to water setup. We're not doing an inner chiller on this thing. Not looking to break any records, just something to be fun and powerful on the street. So we've got this thing making 658 wheel. This is on the Stage 3 AMS high pressure fuel pump and Stage 2 AMS injectors. So we are limited to the ethanol content. These things, if you're trying to run full ethanol of E75 plus, you are gonna run into issues, of course, with fuel delivery, and you won't make more than 600 wheel. So what we did is we're running E50. We added just a little bit of higher octane, pushing the snot out of it, just to make sure we didn't have any issues. With this boost level of about 24, almost 25 pounds of boost, this will be plenty for it. Not something that it's going to be run on every day anyway. It's going to have traction issues, but beautiful power curve. We did, of course, 91 octane and the E50 blend. So here's where we ended up: 482 wheel and 457 foot-pounds of torque on 91. Just about 17, 18 pounds of boost is what we got out of it on 91. Much as we can do before we start rattling off our NOx sensors and creating detonation. With our E50, 658 wheel and 615 torque. So super healthy, should be good and reliable, and a blast to drive. So power curve is absolutely beautiful. The nice thing with a bigger turbo over stock is this thing won't hit as hard down low. So I've driven plenty of these, and when you have them on 85 with stock turbos, you punch it, thing just wants to go sideways. So this will be a bit more manageable, and you're gonna be pulling like a freight train all the way to redline with this bad boy. So fast intentions, exhaust system. Perry did have the Borla at one point, but just way too loud. And the fast intention system is just way prettier, the quality is way nicer, and it brought down the tone and gave it that finesse that it really needed. It was just a little bit too much with the Borla setup, and you really even didn't want to floor it because of how obnoxious and loud it was. So this one, we are also using our external little fuel filter setup on it, running an Aeromotive 10 micron microglass fuel filter. So the fuel hits that first, and then it goes into the high pressure setup. Make sure that the pump gets clean fuel along with, of course, the injectors. So yeah, super happy with how it did, and we'll go test it on the street, make sure it shifts really well and clean. All right, guys, so in blue is the 91 octane. Again, to recap, 482 wheel at 6,700 RPM and 457 foot-pounds of torque at almost 4,000 RPM. So with the E50 blend, we are doing almost 660 wheel at 6,500, and torque is up 615 foot-pounds of torque, much higher, 5,300 RPM, a little easier for the connecting rods, But just beautiful how the torque comes over and doesn't drop off too much, and our horsepower just continues to hold all the way to redline. So we've increased the rev limiter by a few hundred RPM to take advantage of that, because before it would just drop off, tank with stock turbos, but we can manage to get a little bit more RPM out of it and carry the power over. On 91, our peak boost was 6,700. On E80, E50, it was almost 5,500 RPM. So you can see here where essentially peak torque and peak horsepower correspond together with each other, not necessarily the horsepower. So usually your peak boost level is going to have where your peak torque is going to be.